I got a little story to tell real quick. I decided I was gonna start telling stories and putting them out or whatever, cause you know I'm 32, so I got enough stories to tell. I think. So it was late night, and it's another story connected to this, cause that whole summer we was wilding out. Well, it's only 2 times I remember wilding out, and then some other shit happened. But anyway, we was out. I live in the country, so we was walking on dirt road. It was only one paved road, and that was the main road. All of the rest of the roads was dirt roads. And all the rich white people lived on the dirt roads far back into the woods. Only reason I knew this is because I would see motherfuckers in brand new cars like Corvettes, Porsches, all this shit riding on the dirt roads, and they would be coming up from the like they were coming up from the dirt roads up to the main. Anyway, it was a late night on this probably weekend or some shit. I know it was the summer, and me and like 15 other people. It was a little crew because all of us went to the same schools, just about. Only a few people went to different schools, but we all pretty much kind of hung. I wasn't cool. I was lame, just like I was in every fucking school I went to. Like, nobody really fucked with me. They just kind of hung out with me. Everybody called me Biscuit, but that's a whole nother story. So it's late night, and one main nigga that everybody just followed, because I guess his mama and them had money a little bit. He was like, goddamn, let's just walk around and start just doing shit. And he told us about these new trailers that had just popped up in the neighborhood off the beaten path in the woods somewhere or whatever. So all us, we just trekking through the woods, probably like a little 15-minute walk. So we walking down the back roads, the dirt roads, whatever, we get to these trailers. So now it's like 15, 20 of us, just all us in like middle school, just standing outside in front of these trailers. We don't know if nobody in them bitches or nothing, right? So we just talk about what we gonna do. Like, fuck it, let's break in. So the main nigga, this nigga pick up a fucking center block. Man, the center block about 2 times as big as this, right? So the nigga take the shit, throw it through I mean loud. Now, you know, if you ever lived in the country, you know when you in the country, shit be loud as fuck because it's late night and ain't no cars driving it by every 5.5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no helicopters, ain't no real planes, ain't no ambulances, ain't no fire trucks, ain't no none of that. It's just a car every hour or so, every few hours. So damn, he do that, we all scatter, running because we think something about to happen, right? This nigga ain't run, he's still standing there asking us where we going. So damn, minute or two go by, we all walk back to the damn trailer. So this nigga decide, they had like, you know, like the wood steps that's not attached to the house. We took them shits and slid them bitches all the way up to the window from the door so he could jump through the damn window. This nigga and somebody else jump through the window. This nigga fall like goddamn Smokey did in Friday. This nigga fall in the damn window. So we all kind of like chill out a little bit again, but we ain't go far because the nigga was like, goddamn, quit running. Now, mind you, we don't even know if anybody in this house, if anybody in the other like 3 or 4 trailers that's out there, right? Okay, so down we go. He unlocked the door, and we all go inside quietly as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But we hear like something hit the top of the roof, so everybody get a little scared. But we figure out it was like, you know, acorns and shit, pine cones and shit falling off the damn tree. So, boom. We all in there. We like literally like all 15 of us is standing by the front door. Like half of us done walked in, the other half slowly walking up the steps, coming in, still looking around, making sure ain't nothing happening. So we see like some blankets and like a teddy bear. Basically like somebody had been staying there, but they hadn't moved all of their stuff in yet because all they had was like a little silverware, a fridge, stuff like that. So nobody went in the back room, right? Because the back room door was open, but we didn't check the whole house. It was 2 rooms, one to the left, one to the right. So the one to the right had the bathroom by it, the kitchen, the living room was like on this side. And so we just decided, we just rummaging through shit, we grabbing shit. Like I said, nobody went in the back room. So we rummaging through. And then we thought we heard another sound. Now, mind you, we ain't getting shit. Like a nigga took a pillow, somebody took their blanket outside and like kicked that shit around. I was grabbing spoons and forks and like chucking them shits. And then I grabbed a big ass butcher knife. Why? I don't know. I grabbed the shit, right? So a sound was made. Nobody knew where it was coming from. Everybody got scared. So we running, right? So everybody running. We scrambling out the door. Next thing you know, all I hear is, ah! Look back, I done stabbed a girl in the leg. About this much of the damn butcher knife done went in her damn thigh and came, like, I done stabbed it and came back out because I looked at the blade and I was like, oh shit. Right? So now we all just know we about to get in trouble. Everybody going home. Everybody, like, people mad at me. Some people ain't. And I had liked the girl at the time. Like I said, she was one of those super church girls. I don't know if she was or just her family was, so she wasn't really allowed out. Come to think of it, I don't think I've seen her out too many more times after that. I think they moved or she moved. Anyway, so now she bleeding down the leg, and like I said, it's late night. She can't really be out like that. I don't know how she ended up getting. I think she snuck out or whatever. So now her house is like a good 20-minute walk off the dirt road. It's not like it's at the end. She lived, like, me and my grandma now basically lived like at the midway point to that road, Mechanicsville Highway. So it was like from the top of the street all the way to the very bottom of the street. If you driving, it's maybe like 10, 15 minutes. But walking, like I said, I was at the halfway point, and I wasn't even going to the top of the street. Like, it's a couple of different tops. In the country, that's what we, like, when we say the top, or we talking about right there at the first turn, or we talking about the top where you come the old way. I ain't talking about the old way. Even though I'm just rambling because I know none of y'all niggas know what the old way to get to Mechanicsville, unless you lived out in the country or whatever. So we went to the top of the street, basically by where the softball park was at. People from there know what I'm talking about. The rest of y'all. So now, like I said, I liked the girl, and I was kind of a parent, so I wanted to kind of like feel her stuff on my back. Anyway, so I carried her all the way home. That fucking 20-minute walk on my back as she was bleeding. Not like a lot, but she was bleeding. And that's pretty much what happened. Like, everybody just dispersed and went home. And then I went home and I just went to bed, man. That shit was crazy. Like, that nigga really broke the window. I really stabbed the motherfucker in the leg because we thought we heard somebody coming or something. But yeah, man, that's the story from my childhood when I lived in the country. I mean, I got a good bit more. I got more stories from living in Charlotte too. I just have to remember all them shit. You know, a nigga be goddamn blowing that gate. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? More stories to come. That's what happened. I accidentally stabbed a girl in her leg. Peace.